You're talking about the mass majority of men who are listening to the wrong people, correct?
Mhm.
So let's just go with this hypothetical that 100% of men, out of 100% of men,
Right.
25% of men are only going to do the work.
Right.
The problem is the work has changed.
Okay.
So the same work that Alan had to do is not the same work today. So now when you tell him to mentor somebody, he's like, you never had a gun. You had a knife. You're not dealing with the same women I'm dealing with. You had different women over there. We have different women over here. So your methods of how to make this woman work or how to make me work with this woman may not work because this woman has not listened to the woman that you had. So now you have an imbalance on both sides. So before we start saying, hey, look, young men, we have to go ahead and do this way, you have to really understand that men are only going to do what is necessary for a woman. And right now, women need to check women because it's not necessary for me to be a good man to get them. It is not necessary. I could be the worst dude in the world. I could be a scammer. I could be all these different things. I'm still going to have the cream of the crop.
So if women are checking women, who are checking men?
But we check men.
Okay, so
We check
hold on a
men.
second. That is exactly the very same thing.
She don't check
I
men.
do not check men. I definitely do not check
Thank
men.
you. Thank you. I checked you.
I do not I do not check men. For the record, I work with men. I get their feedback and their input. I use my degrees, my knowledge, my heart, and all these things, and work it together. What I'm saying is, you're making my point. Women should be checking women, and so therefore, men should be checking men. And then that would be someone like Alan, who has a beautiful marriage, and he has figured it out. And even though he may have had a knife and they had a gun, it is still weaponry. You can still teach discipline. You can still teach principles. You can still help them understand the larger scope. Why do I feel like y'all about to pounce on?
No. Look.
Okay.
Change.
I just
Change.
feel that
Change. Look, change with. Look, change.
They're moving in.
The change needed to change love in our community can only start with one,
Mhm.
and that's the woman. Because men will only do what's allowed for us to do. So when you guys change first and set new rules, new standards,
We'll adjust.
you will have to adjust because to obtain you, I have to do certain things.
Ab-
Nowadays, when I meet a woman, it's less to do to obtain you. So my thing is, yeah, men have to change and get better and be more respectful and provide more, be more masculine, be more. I get it,
Mhm.
but the respect part that can only come from the ones who dictate it, and that's the woman. Unless you change, we won't change. Y'all more naked, we're more rude. Y'all more out there, so are we. It comes from y'all. It's up to y'all to change it
So
first.
you don't
Realistically-
you don't think that at any point in time men have created an environment, an atmosphere to have women believe that being naked is desirable. You don't see at all how men have positioned women in a way in a media sense, right? That was something that we talked about once before.
You've been right all day. Listen, as long as men have been making babies, being naked has been a good thing
Okay.
all the time. It didn't get cool to be naked now. No, now it's being more okay to be naked. Men always wanted women to be beautiful and sexy.
Let me build it up with you.
Yeah, that's normal.
I want to build it up with you. Would you consider it to be a desire for men to be leaders?
Today.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not really on a man's to-do list nowadays to be a leader.
In general.
I mean, for his business, probably, and what he's doing in his life, yeah, but no,
His house?
like a leader as
Do you
as
think
what though? Like define that.
So do you think that women, this is what I'm hearing you say, and then you can correct me instead of me like weaving around. I'll just put it plain and you tell me what you think. What I'm hearing you say is that women are the leaders of today, and that if we want to see any change, we need to make that move.
Okay.
I don't think that women I don't think that a woman is the absence of being a leader, but I think that men are leaders as well. I think that we need to come together and agree that we've both been agitating the extremes of the normalities about what relationships, life, family structure needs to look like. The both of us. I think as long as we keep playing with these gender wars, nothing is getting resolved. Men have poured into it. Women have poured into it. Women haven't made it better. Men haven't made it better. Men are influential. Men do inspire women to make changes. Men have controlled a lot of how women dress, a long history, down to changing the name of the piano legs to something else because that was too salacious. Men
When
weren't
a man
control of
wants to
that.
cover you up, it's called him being controlling.
Mhm.
When a man wants to have his wife not covered and like have her covered up and show, and having her body not out there, y'all call that controlling. He's big headed. He isn't confident.
Misogynist.
Don't use that because across the world there are places where a woman can't show her body. They hate it over there. It's called cruel. It's called inhumane. So don't use that. It has to come from y'all because we enter you. We enter you.
Correct.
You have to ask to enter you, ask to date you. You are really in
That means that
control.
we receive.
And now you're denying it to me. No, baby, you are in control. If every woman said, from now on, I ain't fucking no dude on the first date. I ain't gonna accept no dude that's not gonna be doors, open doors, flowers, whatever. Then we will have to adapt to your new demands. You are in control. We might act like it, but you are in control.
So what I'm saying is, I will not say that to be a woman is absent of being a leader, right? We all have our place. We all have our part. We all have our lane, right? I can respect that, the lane that you're describing as woman that I have, right? That I might be ignorant to because I'm the one who's sitting in it, right? So I have my blinders on as far as how much control I have and the power of the PUSSY, right? I may just not have that understanding, and you're helping me to understand that. I'm saying to you also as a woman, I can also share with you that as a man, you do actually influence me. The way that you look at me, the kind of attention that I receive as a woman by how I dress and how you treat me does influence me. So what if men stopped paying attention to women who were being salacious? What if men adopted the attitude of self-discipline and self-control and stop, feeding over the women who got the BBLs and have the lip injections and got the bag and doing all these things? What if men said, I don't want to look at that anymore. I'm not hollering at her anymore. I'm not dropping a band on her anymore. I'm not getting her a bag. The bag I'm going to give is to the woman who actually wants to build a home. The woman that I'm going to pour and invest into is the woman who is homely. I'm not doing that. What if men did that? What if men did that in tandem, while women were saying no? Why does it have to be it's all on women or it's all on men?
Because you know why? In the United States government website, they had a whole article on how women are the biggest competitors out of both species, and that a woman is a safer competitor than a man because men, when we compete, we get to a point of violence versus when women compete, they get to a point of basic, I don't want to call it catty, but cattiness.
Sure.
It's safer for women to be the leaders than it is a man. So women have become the...
Standing on that, Rico.
I'm standing...
We still...
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Standing on that. You're serious.
No. Listen to me. It's safer...
Standing on that.
It's safer for women to be the leaders than the man, which is why...
The table pigs are flying. Rico Hundo just said...
Wait. First of all, I'm not saying it's smarter. Wait, listen. I didn't say it's smart and it's actually detrimental.
Okay.
But it's safer.
Conversation.
It's safer.
Detrimental.
It's safer in the sense of there is less violence and chaos. If Guapo is in control and I'm in control and
that sounds like
this because I'm
really not.
No, bro, I didn't.
Trojan horse.
No, listen, because
safe is
Cassandra,
safe is a Trojan horse. Safe is a Trojan horse where now you're basically saying that if women are competitive and they get to come into these environments and they're doing all these things that's safe, that sounds like a gift. That sounds like the gift that women have been given men by showing off their bodies has been so unsuspecting that it's entered into our homes. It's in our homes. It's on our television.
God, wait, why can't I? Wait, hold on, Cassandra. Did I cut you off?
You did. You have.
No. Did I cut you off right now? I let you guys both go. So I'm just gonna ask you kindly, let me finish. Okay. Right. So when I say that, it said that it's safer for women to be in control because it's less chaotic in terms of violence. I personally believe is more detrimental to society, which is why you have 1 out of 4 kids being raised with only one parent, majority of it being a woman, and half of those being men. So you have half of these kids of men being raised without a father in some sort of capacity, right? Which is detrimental. Then you can't tell people like Alan or others that, hey, you have to reprogram a son's brain that was only around his mother for 30 years of his life to then learn how to be a man and or maintain and sustain a relationship when there's never been one present for you. Same thing, flip on the opposite side of women. So now when I say women are the leaders, they've positioned them to be that way. You guys have been getting left off the hook for certain things. You women have been getting left off the hook for certain things, and that's really by design. So now when we say about it like, hey, okay, you telling Guapo that we influence you. No, we don't. Money has influenced you. You know why? Because women has lost their morals. Not all, but a lot of women has lost their morals over a dollar bill, over an invisible dollar through an app that's being sent on Cash App. It doesn't even, you can't even physically touch this dollar. So now when you're like, all right, cool, how can I influence somebody who is over here thirsty for money? Because we are all being deprived of our realistic, finances.
To me, I would go on Instagram. I see more women complaining about there ain't no good men out here than I see men saying there ain't no good girls.
Really?
Facts.
I don't.
Facts.
Fact. Men are basically pretty much cool. Like, listen, it is what it is.
I'ma
You gonna find a way.
My
You gonna date. You are the ones really that want more black men to be more better fathers,
Because
better men.
we desire different things. Like, I feel like a lot of men are just okay with, like, getting girls, like, just because they can.
It's a
Like,
lot of guys that are upset.
I mean, what's the pick from though, Amanda? Like, you two are clearly like the anomalies. You're a good person. You're a great person with a great career, but that's just 2 out of how many? Out of 15? A lot of them out here don't have
Yeah.
careers. Home, credit, job, work all night, hoes. Y'all are saying y'all things from y'all point of view. 'Cause y'all are good people. But it's way less than you that are not doing this type of stuff. So why wouldn't a man be happy just having fun?
My
To pick from.
my environment might be skewed in that sense, right? Because I know a lot. My circle does not match or reflect the kind of woman that you're describing. What I can say is for some of the men that I do coach, one of the things that they said that was like terrifying was that they felt like I know what I need to do as a man. I know I'm supposed to pay for the first date. I'm supposed to hold the doors open and do all these things. I know what I'm supposed to do. But after I do all of that, what am I supposed to receive? I feel like, this is what a guy said, I feel like women know what they're supposed to expect, and so they expect it. But I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting from a woman, so I don't know how to demand it. So now I'm just left here not even knowing how to even pick a woman because I don't know what a standard of a good woman is supposed to even look like, the way that you guys have a template of what a good man is supposed to look like.
You downplayed Rico when he said that a woman should lead. But see, the creator is on his side because he's the one that made you the life provider, the nurturer. So that means a higher being that's way smarter than me and him chose you to live life. You to make milk. You are more powerful than you think. So I think when the woman changes her morals, brings that into play, the world will change because now that follows suit. She does run the world.
You let me know if you agree on this too. If, let's just say, in the playing field, a guy's playing, he has one girl, he has 4 girls. 3 girls he's playing with, 1 girl he's serious with. He's still going to max out for that one that he's serious with. He's ready to drop the 3 when he's done playing. But if a girl has 4 guys, more likely...
No, she doesn't like them all the same.
No, I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that she likes them all the same. But depending on which one does more, she might still choose. See, when I like this one girl, I don't care if girl 2, 3, or 4 does more than the one that I really want does. This is the one. Those are the ones I'm going to drop.
I don't know.
It's like
But you know why that's
girl
not...
cheats is because when a guy cheats is because he has to, but when a girl cheats, because she has to. Like, y'all do things that's built on emotion. And guys do things that's built on pleasure and just,
Temporary satisfaction.
I mean, so
I understand that, but it,
guys dating 4 girls, he don't want none of them. But
you
if
guys
a girl got
can
4 guys,
have
he
it.
wants at least one to work.
You can't have it both ways. There's a large, I'm not accusing you guys right here, but just the large body of conversation arguments, which is that women notoriously make the wrong decisions. They're choosing the wrong guy, right? What I'm hearing Rico say is that if a woman is talking to 4 men, she's going to choose the one who is doing more. But there are countless examples of women who are choosing a man that's doing less than the other 3 because she's emotionally attached to this one.
Because he was doing more emotionally.
Wrong.
No.
Nah, a lot of no.
No.
Some women will choose an emotional feeling over a financial feeling. Some women just wants to be told that they're beautiful. They want to be kissed on every day. They want to have all the time being spent with them. But guess what? He has no time to provide for them. So then, yeah, he does have less, but he gives her more of the intangibles. So now that woman just chose that route. But there was a other dude over here who's probably giving her more of the financial tangibles.
Correct.
So then what happens is she don't know herself. So then when she chose option B instead of option A, she didn't find out that option B didn't work until she realized that she didn't really want option B or she didn't really need option.
So then that means that she wasn't really looking at option C, D, whatever the other
Problem is that she had an option.
How many guys should a girl that's single date?
Listen, say that. I'm so sorry.
How many guys should a single woman date at the same time to you? Like, you're a therapist.
So I don't do the whole dating thing. So I stay in my lane. If you're talking about professionally speaking, those are conversations that I don't entertain, right? Because I don't do
That's what I'm saying.
It's an opinion question. For me, I don't play. To me, that's games. I don't believe in playing games. I think that's being strategic. Like, I don't believe in a 90-day rule. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman having sex whenever her body, her mind, her heart feels ready. Those things are games. I think that a woman should continue to, I think that a single person, right? A single person, male or female, should continue to date until they find the person that is in alignment with who they are and where they're going. No, dating. We're talking about dating.
At a time.
I don't have a number. It takes as much as it takes. When I say dating, I'm not talking about being in a committed relationship, because we have to define that nowadays, because people use the same word and they use it interchangeably. Dating, getting to know someone, going out to dinner, meeting them, understanding what they like, what they enjoy, what their hobbies are. You can continue to talk to as many people as you want.
What if she dated Rico?
Mm-hmm.
The date was great.
Mm-hmm.
Rico opened the doors. He did all the stuff y'all love. Great date. Comes home. Her phone rings the next day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jonathan.
Okay.
Want to see her also. Should she focus on Rico because it was a good date? Or should she, no, well, let me entertain Jonathan and see what he about.
She should get to know Jonathan as well.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Because look, you can't.
Is that a problem?
That's the problem.
I said this to
Rico just gave her a great time, gave her a great date, gave her respect. That is the problem.
I was
Root of it right there.
I would say the same thing for Rico.
If you go to a good job and give a great audition for the job,
Mm-hmm.
a great interview,
Mhm.
and that job goes, you know what? I like him.
Mhm.
Hire him.
That's not true. You just like literally gave me an assist. When somebody is interviewing, they might interview someone and that person may scale high, but they're still going to continue to do the interviews. As a matter of fact, there are some situations where people are doing interviews and because of nepotism, they continue to interview more people, entertain more people when they know exactly what they want. If Rico took Amanda out on a date and then, Patty ended up calling him and he was just like, yo, Cassandra, I had a great time with Amanda, Patty, but Patty called. I don't know if I should talk to her or not. I would tell Rico, absolutely. Because if you have the question, if it's a question, then you should entertain it, because clearly Amanda wasn't giving enough to where you are fully sold. So yes, if you're dating, meaning there's no commitment, right? Loyalty has not yet been established. Loyalty is currency that should not be automatically exchanged quickly, right? When you're loyal to someone, that should be a very serious decision. So if you go on an amazing date, that does not mean that you have to be automatically loyal to somebody because you had one date and it was great. No. If somebody else calls and they want to take you out or you want to entertain them to see if this person is deserving of the loyalty that you have to provide, yes, you should entertain it, because then you should have a value system of yourself, which is why I tell people, whether it's a woman or a man, or men in particular, when you work on yourself and you start to heal yourself and heal the wounds that you feel that make you unworthy, such as your finances, like if you feel like you're not financially stable, you don't have your own, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. When you work on those things and you can establish those things, the less fuckery you're going to entertain.
I think
You just will entertain less of it.
More the better. Huh?
I think that's I disagree with all
What
of
it is, the more the better. I get it.
I disagree with all of it, because first and foremost, if you knew better, you do better, right? Most people don't know better. That's why they keep repeating the same mistakes and having the same outcomes. They just stretch over the times, right? Well, you might have had a failed relationship for 2 years, then you're going to have a failed relationship for 10 years. The same product is you had a failed relationship twice. So now you don't know better, right? So now when I flip this and I say, what is probably one of the reasons why you don't know better? What are one of the reasons why you miss those signs? Because you entertain too many people. You should only entertain one. First of all, if you're being polygamous, you can't practice monogamy and then expect, you can't practice polygamy and then expect monogamy. I'm not going to date 4 different representatives. You know why? Because this person's going to give me something I like. Hold on. I didn't cut you off.
Or is it committed relationship?
I didn't cut you off. I'm speaking clear. You can't date this person and be like, I like the fact that this person is chivalrous. You can't date that man and say, I like the fact that he's going to take me to a nicer restaurant. And I can't date, or she can't date that man and say, I like, the fact that he calls me and I like their conversations at night. Because what she's doing is being fulfilled from 3 different men at the same point in time. So then when she eliminates the other 2 who are doing things that she likes, and that one man that she focused on, she didn't realize that he wasn't taking her on a nice dates and he didn't have dope conversations at night. He was just chivalrous, right? So now she thought that he would be able to possess all 3 traits because she was being fulfilled 3 different ways at the same time.
That's not how it works.
Hold on. So then what ends up happening is she makes the wrong decision. She chooses the wrong person. Everybody knows. They tell you this in every single way, shape, form, or profession. They tell you to focus on one thing. Have one main focus. When you can have well, college now you can do double majors, right? But most people do one major. Why? Why? Why do they do one major? You don't walk into college and just be like, okay, I'm going to experiment 4 different majors.
No, but you take 4 different classes.
Just talk.
Hold on.
Unless
You
it's
take
true,
you take four different classes. You take 4 different classes. Don't take. If I have to get 120 credits to get my bachelor's degree, I'm not taking 1 class per semester. I'm actually taking 4 classes per semester or 5 classes per semester.
On the same subject.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, wait.
How about one thing? Wait. How about those 2 men that did a good job in those days right now? Now they're changing that for life. They've seen I could be a good man and be perfect. It still don't work.
Well, what?
Making good men realize that being a good man don't always